This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the Dallas Cowboys. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he powers his way up past the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Wilson. Flushed out right. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. On first down, Dupree. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Ward. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual...
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Kelvin Joseph that time in on the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second down at 5. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Ward. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, That's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
Wilson's throw taken in by Cooper here.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
From the 36, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Now left side on the swing pass. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Losers in the season opener on Sunday. They get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go. They're back at it. And I've got to think, especially early in the year, that's a good thing for these guys, is it not?
It absolutely is, and we've seen it many times demonstrated over the years. Teams have a rough opening game, have to play the Thursday game. That quick turnaround allows them to go ahead and throw the other game out, focus on the new one, and typically they play much better in game 2, so I would agree with you totally on that.
Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's Ward. Off play action. Sliding out of the pocket. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check 26, check 26.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive linemen, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Ward now on first down. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Now Ward to throw on second down. Right back to Pitts again. And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Not much there, only a yard. 2nd and 9. Play action. Now Wilson. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Hands it off out of the gun, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Wilson. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. passes, and the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And it's 21-3. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they really won't have much time to work with, just 19 seconds showing on the clock. To throw is Ward on 1st and 10. Here's a diving catch right side. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Ward looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Only able to gain a couple there, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
On 1st down, Ward. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them. Times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it here. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently. And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 78 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Wilson. Throw left side, complete to Cup. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play there on the catch and run. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Here's the sneak with Wilson, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Russell Wilson with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Gay is on for the point after. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Moore. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Here's Ward on 3rd down. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. From their own territory, an incredible play on 4th down. So on 4th down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
Throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. He's coming. Double up, double up. Check, hurt, hurt. Check 4, check 4. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Washington on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 14. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
Whip. Watch the whip. Check 50, check 50.
They're going for it with Dobbins. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. 94 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now they try the right side here. Room here to run. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Off play action. Ward. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. All right, right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. He's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Gay's kick is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
This taken in at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to...
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And, you know, it wasn't a